And welcome back. We're almost 48 hours removed from the Super Bowl. Sorry, we're not supposed to say that word today. But social media is still buzzing about that halftime show, so let's get into it. Okay, before I share all the things I want to say, I am curious because we all were sharing our opinions last week, and I believe we all watched it. So what were your just initial thoughts of Kendrick Lamar's halftime show?
Without being too rude, personally, I didn't relate to it, so I could tell that my dad and stepmom and friends didn't relate to it.
Yeah.
So it was maybe like a generational show for like Gen Z.
Yeah.
Maybe millennial Gen Z.
Super fair.
Even though I'm millennial, but yeah. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, don't care to watch it. My friends and family on social media didn't like it. I don't care about Drake, don't care about their feud. Don't care.
Thomas?
I'm the same.
Okay.
Didn't
So
watch a no.
here's what I will say. I do agree with you on the generational piece to an extent, which is that, one, I think obviously the whole Drake piece of it was a big thing. Whether you know it or not, Drake and Kendrick Lamar had this long feud. Watched this whole TikTok last night that took like 10 minutes of their 15-year feud. It's honestly ridiculous. It kind of reminds me, it's like they're trying to be what like hip hop used to be, where like the feuds are really intense, but like this is not really intense. They're just like doing diss tracks back and forth basically over really small things. What I will say though is, and I'm not gonna get too political, but what I think people are missing here is there's a bigger artistic message that Kendrick was trying to do within the show. And I have two thoughts on that. The first is I can appreciate it, especially now that I know what all of it meant. But also I think it's hard because I think the Super Bowl halftime show is a really interesting space to do that in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because also, here's the thing. Like, people are always going to be critical of the halftime show. And I say that because I was thinking, like, I heard complaints about Rihanna's, heard complaints about J-Lo and Shakira's. We've heard complaints about all of them, right? But then I saw this list that said the most viewed halftime shows on YouTube in the last, whatever, 20 years or whatever. The top two were like Rihanna and J-Lo and Shakira. So I'm like, I don't understand. I really don't, right?
Yeah.
But what I will say is he had some unexpected, if you will, cameos within his performance. So Samuel L. Jackson kind of played as like Uncle Sam, which was kind of like the narration through the performance. And then also Serena Williams.
Yes.
Did the, I believe it's called the Crip Walk during Not Like Us, which was kind of a dig on the whole Drake thing because Serena and Drake dated at one point in time, so people feel like it was kind of malice intent, but I don't know. What I will say, like I said, I think it's tough because I think there was a really deep political artistic message that I'm not gonna go into, you can look it up, but I think it was lost on a lot of people because you're focusing on football, and most of the time I feel like people are like tuned half in, half out during the halftime show anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of tough, but if you're curious to learn more about it, I would go look it up because it's actually really cool, the message he was trying to get across. And I don't know if this was lost on people either, but it was supposed to look like a video game. So the top, from the aerial view, it's supposed to look like a video game controller. And then Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson was supposed to be kind of like the narrator of the video game. And then Kendrick was playing through it, but it was all this kind of very nuanced, artsy way of talking about the state of America currently. So that's the gist there. And then also SZA performed with him as well, which that part was pretty good. So I don't know, that's just my take.
My take is,
but
Tom, I don't want to speak for you, but for my family that was online posting about it, for you, somebody posted a video of the halftime show we wanted, but we didn't get. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look.
Is that Judy Garland?
Judy Garland!
From the kickoff, they pulled every trick off, but they couldn't win it. Instead of going forward, they were going backward about a minute. Seeing their position, they call intermission, and they heard the referee say, 17-0, ain't exactly nothing, and you only got about a minute to play. And then from the stands, there came a
That's
Judy.
come on,
good.
Judy.
Okay, Judy.
Okay, that
Can we
does
get
make me-
something like that, please?
That
Tom?
does make me think. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I don't know, maybe it just makes me sound like an older guy, but entertain me.
Yeah.
I really don't want politics in the middle of the
No, I agree with you.
myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the artists are gonna do what they, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying I would prefer if it were music.
Yes.
Music. I know this really makes me mad, old, but I like the marching bands that they would have.
Yeah. Hey, that's
I mean,
amazing.
that's like the spirit of a
Yeah.
lot of athletics as you're growing up, and then all of a sudden you have Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
It's not the same
No,
not
I
the same
agree with
vibe
you.
for me.
I think it's very different. There's also, I don't want to be this person, but we talked about this with the Grammys. There's also rumors that Jay-Z has a big part in the halftime show and he paid for Kendrick to be a part of it. So that's a whole other piece to it that I don't think people know. But real quick, and then we'll move on from this specific topic. I'm curious because I was thinking, I was like, I feel like next year they've already announced it's going to be in Santa Clara, San Francisco, somewhere in that area next year. Who do you think would be like a good halftime performer that like would resonate with a lot of different generations?
First person that comes to mind is Paul McCartney, but I feel like he's already done it, hasn't he?
I don't know. I'd have
You
to
know,
fact check
'cause-
that. I don't know.
You got the Beatles, but then you've got his like
I wanna
solo
say
career.
I think the Dolly Parton.
Oh,
That would be
I
killer.
mean, not only would she do a killer show, but I mean, it's Dolly Parton.
yeah.
That's just okay.
Yeah.
well, Jeremy, you brought up a good point. Maybe like a country singer,
I would love
like
that.
a Luke Bryan or maybe a Tim McGraw.
I
Or
will
you know,
actually say a lot of people on social media said that as well. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I honestly cannot think of the last time a country singer did it, if one's even ever done it. And I was like, that's really interesting to point out.
Kenny Chesney.
Maybe.
maybe a
But
few
it's been a
years
long
ago.
time if so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a problem. I don't watch them
Yeah, well, that's
anymore. So
True.
fair. Yeah.
Well, did anyone catch any of the Super Bowl commercials? I know
catched
that
a
a lot
few.
of people
Yes.
do watch the
I
Super
saw
Bowl
those.
just
Yeah.
for the commercials. Okay. For me, few hits, few misses. Seals Mountain Dew commercial
crazy.
was kissed from a lime. Take a look. It just was weird.
I get to be a seal. An actual seal with my head on it. So
So
I love it. Terrible.
I'm just
Creeps
confused.
me out.
Yes.
It's weird.
It is very weird. And even our friends over at 98.7 The Dove, Kevin and Chris, were just like, have you guys seen this? And we were like, what do you mean? It was weird.
It was
like,
weird.
why? How is that going to make me want to buy a Mountain Dew?
I feel like he's just trying to be relevant. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
very odd to me.
I just like it. It's memorable because we'll be talking about it.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
true.
We'll be talking about
For
it.
sure.
Still creepy.
It is creepy.
Still creepy. Okay, and then one that I really personally liked was the Nike Women So Win commercial, which I think, again, maybe edged on the side of political, but hey, go women. So
Yeah.
let's take a look.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't be confident. So be confident. You can't challenge.
Good job, Maddie. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's a
understand why
great
you
one.
like
Yeah,
that.
it featured 9 female sports stars: Caitlin Clark, Sha'Carri Richardson, gymnast Jordan Childs. If you saw it, you know, yeah, the message they were trying to get
It was
across.
good
So,
stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the Super Bowl this year. So I
Yeah.
guess until next year.